Oh man, this now, see now this is funny. I need all the divestors to get on deck right now because I'm speaking to them. You know, you have people online that, you know, they talk about divesting and they hate black men and they go in on black men all day. And then you have black men that actually go in on black women. And we so free today. We believe that we don't need each other. A lot of women over in Africa, you know, a lot of times, man, they look for a white man. He doesn't have to have a lot of money. He just have to be white. You know, a lot of times they've been conditioned to look at people as white folks as something greater than themselves. If I get a white man, I've arrived. He's going to take care of me. He's going to do those things. And we suffer from that same thing here in the Americas as well. If you look on social media, you see the way that we get at each other. But there was a white man who was dating this Nigerian woman. And, you know, he got her like a fiance visa, and he got this woman pregnant. But he was living back. He must have got her pregnant when he went to Nigeria and was dealing with her and then came back to the States. But while she was still over in Nigeria, she got her cheeks clapped. She got her cheeks clapped vicious by some African warrior. She had a desire to be with this white man, but she still was sexually attracted to them Africans. This doctor, this chiropractor dude, he goes online and he spills the beans on what this woman has done to him. Now, he only dates black women. To me, that's a problem too. But he only dates, and it's a problem because he only dates a specific type of woman. You know, and I got a problem with black folks that do that. So, you know, when they say they divest, they only date white men. Yeah, you know, it's all this stuff to me is a sickness. But let's look at the receipts that he put online on what this woman did to him. Check this out.
Cora went to Nigeria for our friend's wedding, 5 months pregnant, and slept with this woman's fiance. So she was sleeping around while pregnant with my child, and I saw the text messages that they took from his phone. And here they are. I removed names to protect the people that told me about this. Seems like you've improved your skills. Cora, did you just insult me? Abibu, whatever. It feels like you were reaching my womb. Okay. It felt like hopes I didn't tamper with Justin's unborn baby, Athena. Nah, the baby. Where'd that other one go? So I was upset because I found out that my ex-wife had been sleeping around while pregnant with our daughter, which is very risky business, which, you know, like you get an STD or something while you're pregnant, that's a big deal. Not only that.
Now, you see what he showed, and it was pretty damning evidence. Now, she's going to admit to getting her cheeks clapped by an African warrior, right? But look at the way she spin it. And she did this while she was pregnant. Check this out.
I'm not a chronic cheat. I am far from a chronic cheat. I'm just a woman who was honest to her husband. Before I came to America, it was during the Trump's tenure. I was very like, do I even want to live in America? I have my career here in Nigeria. I don't know if I want to move. I love this guy, but I'm not sure. I was very, very indecisive, and I tasted from Pandora's box. I had an affair. That affair lasted like 1 date. I felt bad about it, but I had not moved to America. Upon getting to America, I was very, very sad that I had made that mistake with the guy that I love. And I told him the truth. I said, hey, I had an affair in Nigeria, and I don't want us to ever have secrets. So here's the deal. I had an affair before I got here. He was like, how can you cheat on me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm sorry. This was before I ever got here. I came to America on a fiance visa. So when I got here is when we got legally married. And I told him, I'm sorry. He said, you cheated on me. I said, I don't want to leave you. You're the one who I love. And that was that about that. However, for the duration of my marriage, think that was the worst, that was the worst thing that I ever did for myself in that marriage, because I was trying to have closure with this man, but I just shot myself in the foot with that.
Now, first and foremost, I want to say that this woman, this Nigerian woman, was fine as hell. A lot of times, those African women, they go for those white men because they believe that those men are going to take them out of poverty. They believe that those men are going to come there and give them a baby, let them come over to Europe and give them a life greater than what they was living in Nigeria. Sadly to say that a lot of those men are men that couldn't hack it in their own country, or they wasn't able to get the type of women that they like. But they know when they go to Africa, those women are going to put these bottom shelf brads to the front of the line. They're just going to put them there. So when they go to Africa, they have a high status because of the color of their skin, because white is looked at as something better than themselves. I have a problem with that. I'm a hardcore pro-black. I believe that we should be with each other. I believe that the black man and black woman was tailor-made for each other, and we've been conditioned to not like ourselves. But she goes and get with this white man, get pregnant by him, and then go get with an African warrior and get all her insides shifted to the right. You know, and then you can see, you can see in the text messages he said, man, like you've gotten better. So that means that he been deep diving inside of her for some time. She went and got pregnant by the bottom shelf Brad, you know, but then she was still yearning, you know, her womb was still yearning for that African warrior dick. So she went and got some of that, and, you know, he was saying, I hope I ain't shift. You know, I hope I ain't shift justice, baby. Oh, man. But, again, a lot of times these women, they go get with these men for financial reasons. They're still physically, mentally, sexually attracted to the men that they were tailor-made for, the black man. And she's saying that she feels bad and she's not a chronic cheat. But while you was pregnant, what made you go back and get your cheeks clapped? What, you mean to tell me you couldn't hold on till you got back to America to get with your bottom shelf Brad? A lot of times, man, when we go over to the other side and mess with the W class, a lot of times we do it out of trauma. I'm not saying that certain black people, when they get with the W people, they may live in a neighborhood, it may be close proximity. You may live in Utah or Wyoming, and it may not be a lot of black folks, and you may go off to college where it's predominantly white, and you may get with you a Becky or a Tom or something like that. I get it. But a lot of times, man, especially on social media and online, when you see us go back and forth, a lot of that stuff is based off of trauma. You've had trauma with your own people, and you've been conditioned not to like your own people. So and psychologically, you look at, she didn't love this man. She's with this man specifically for money and for him to be in a position to give her a better life. You know, we've been, like I said, we've been conditioned to look at other people as something greater than ourselves. There's plenty of worthy Nigerian men that she could have been with. And the reason why I'm saying that, because while you pregnant with this white man's baby, you go and mess with another African warrior and get all your insides shifted. To the point where he's saying, so if he's shifting them insides, I can only imagine, you know, what she was doing while he. So why even go over to the W side? Like, it's like a lot of us, whether you in Africa, the Caribbean, in America, we suffer from identity crisis, man. We suffer from it bad. And you see, she's saying that that's the worst thing. And you can see in the video, her girlfriend sitting next to her like, man, this is a bunch of bullcrap. Why don't you just stop lying and just say Undugu? You was with Umbutu and you love Umbutu. Just Umbutu ain't got enough money to give you the things that you need, to give you the resources that you need. So you go to Umbutu or Undugu, you know what I mean, you know, to get your inside shifted, but you went over there to bottom shelf Brad because you feel like he can give you a better life, man. We gotta learn to love ourselves and love each other again, man, because one thing that happened to us from slavery and through colonization in Africa is the breakup of the family and the identity, man. And we've been conditioned not to love ourselves and each other, man. We see them as something greater. All they got to do, they could be at the bottom of society amongst their class and come over here with us and get pushed to the front of the line. That's a mental disorder. And you see that online with the pink pill people, when Cynthia G was here, this crap that she was talking. A lot of these manosphere guys, a lot of this stuff, we've been conditioned, the Tommy Sotomayor's, we've been conditioned to put each other down, right before the world, and see them as something greater than ourselves. You know what I mean? You know, it's so bad. It's so bad. You see people like Tommy Sotomayor do this.
What do you think that is that makes some of these women of color hate white people and say that white people are really, the downfall of society, but then they're with white people?
Are you sure you want my answer to this?
Well, I opened up this can of worms now, so I got to hear it.
Okay, here's my answer. And I've talked about this for years. It's not black people, it's black women. Black women are jealous of white women because white women have access to two things that they want. One is white men, and two is hair that grows out of their scalp the way that it does. Now, I know you might be laughing right now, but if you looked at the sales of weave, you'd believe that it was. If you watched Angel Reese on stage with 99 inches of yak on the back of her head, you'd realize that I'm telling the truth. When you see that if a black woman would rather go outside with a shower cap on her head than her own hair on top of her head. Now, she's jealous of white women because of this. That's why you see the Caitlin Clark dynamic. And as soon as they get them a white man, the one thing that they've always wanted is like if you've ever watched Lion King and you see when Simba was born and they raised him up and said, it's the circle of life. That's how they feel when they get them a mixed child. Don't believe me? Again, it may sound like I'm joking, especially with my cadence, but I'm 100% serious.
So I say this in closing, we got to learn to love ourselves and love each other more, man, because this stuff happens more than you know, more than you believe. You have black men married to W women and still go back and sleep with black women all day because they still crave to be in between the legs or inside of the sisters. There's a lot of things that we suffer from psychologically that's never been dealt with that need to be dealt with, man. But if you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. I'm going to cut this video short here. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, it goes down all the time. This is not nothing just exclusively to this woman. It happens all the time amongst black women and black men. We venture out to these other people, but end up still messing around with each other. But leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to Street Media TV. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.